Hello everyone and welcome to day 2 of this Mega Gengar week. We are using a Perish Trap team if you didn't watch yesterday's video. It's a very different strategy from what I'm used to and definitely something that either you expect and play super well against or you have a hard time dealing with. So Bisharp is definitely a Pokemon you don't want to see when you are using this team. So let's see here. I definitely expect it to lead. So Charizard, Gastrodon, Cresselia, Hitmontop, Bisharp and Thundurus. So a possible lead for my opponent could be Thundurus Bisharp to threaten my Gengar and my Clefairy and my Scrafty. So I might not want to lead that. This is a lot more difficult than the previous battles in deciding who to lead. And it also depends on how well my opponent leads. But he had a pretty high rating, so I guess I have to lead Gengar Clefairy, and I would guess Life Orb on that Bisharp. There is a possibility it isn't Life Orb, but I would guess Life Orb for sure. And I do like Dewgong and Gothitelle in the back here, despite that Bisharp. That Bisharp I think is going to be very troublesome. But we'll see. We'll see how this goes. I really expect my opponent to lead Bisharp Thundurus here, which will definitely pose a big problem for us. Because, okay, Bisharp Hitmontop. So that's probably best case scenario here. We can double protect to avoid the fake out and the attack on Gengar, and then I can simply follow me and Perish Song that way, as Hitmontop probably doesn't have any way to deal a lot of damage to Hitmontop, and Clefairy I believe should hold on with very little HP, but some HP against a Life Orb Iron Head. So we'll see how this goes. I'm double protecting just to avoid the fake out on Clefairy and a knockoff on Gengar. Although I guess that wouldn't have been too bad. Oh, Feint. Feint on Clefairy. And a critical hit. Now with that chip damage, I still hold on. So I definitely should have considered that. Now I'm going to Perish Song. And I wonder if Bisharp is going to Iron Head once again. I don't think it will. So I'm gonna switch Clefairy for Dewgong here, just because the follow me is very obvious. I don't know why I didn't consider the feint. That's usually an attack I always forget exists, but I'm glad Clefairy survived. As you can see, Bisharp isn't Life Orbed, so if it had been Life Orb, we probably would have been taken down. Or rather, not probably, for sure, we would have been taken down. There's a feint once more on Dewgong. There's the Perish Song. We have a fake out available to us. And Bisharp goes for the Iron Head once more. Not enough to put us in Citrus Berry range, which definitely sucks, since I would have really liked that. I think it would have helped out Dewgong, as I wouldn't be in range for a knockoff KO. I guess I bring Clefairy in here now for Gengar. No. Or do I? Yeah, no. I'm gonna protect Gengar and I'm gonna fake out the Bisharp. Bisharp is the threat here. Hitmontop isn't. Although it might close combat. Dewgong. Oh, is he doing that? Bisharp protects. Dewgong goes for the fake outs, and yeah, Hitmontop goes for the close combat. So my opponent is doing all the right moves in order to defeat me here. Yikes. I am in deep trouble now. Because will a knockoff KO my Gengar? I don't think it will. So I'm going to switch Gengar out here for Goth, and I'm going to protect Clefairy. Yikes, this is going to be a very difficult end to the match. I should have seen that close combat from a mile away. It's not usually your opponents protect in situations like this. Like, my opponent didn't really gain much by protecting there. I guess he prevents a disable. But I honestly didn't expect that. And I completely forgot about the close combat, to be honest. Clefairy protects. Hitmontop, yeah, goes for the feint once again on Clefairy, and we'll see Bisharp goes for the Iron Head. So I can double protect, and in order for me to win this match, I will need for Gothitelle to be the slowest Pokemon on the field. My opponent has played this absolutely perfectly. Absolutely perfectly. And a protect doesn't even help me here because of that feint. Wow. So I believe I'm going to lose this one. Because a disable will not have higher priority than feint. Now will it? I'm gonna try, because he's going to feint anyways. Oh, but feint has priority, right? Yeah, it does. So there's the feint on Goth. Guess I shouldn't even have bothered. Sable comes in too late. And there's the knockoff on Goth, which does take me out. So now it's 1 against 2, but no matter what my opponent has, he will be able to take down Gengar. I played this terribly, to be honest. Or my opponent played pretty well. Feint is definitely not something I expected. I could have Perish Stung one turn earlier. I was too afraid of the fake out. Way too afraid. So I'm just gonna Shadow Ball Thundurus for whatever reason. Gengar isn't taking down both of these Pokemon on its own. And yeah, making me slower is definitely a good way to ensure victory. And I'm even fully paralyzed. So, just gonna concede here. Why wouldn't he Earth Power? I don't know. But good game to my opponent. That's the first loss we've had with this team. And I definitely got outplayed. I played too fast. I didn't consider the feint option. I didn't think what my opponent might do. Yeah. Good game to my opponent. Good game. So let's find another battle. And hopefully we'll do better this time around. We are, or if we had won that previous battle, we would have been very close to the 1700s. We are closer to the 1700 than 1600, so hopefully we face off against someone with a decent rating. 1596, okay, that should get us a bit closer. And we'll see here. Okay, Salamence, Tyranitar, Thunderous, Suicune, Aegislash, and Amoonguss. So because of that because of that Aegislash, I am forced to start out Gengar Clefairy, because a Helping Hand Shadow Ball will take down even the most defensive Aegislash 75% of the time. And it's not something many people expect. And in the back, do I want Dewgong and Scrafty, or Gengar, or Dewgong and Gothitelle? The Intimidate and the Quick Guard might come in handy, because if you're my opponent, you want Aegislash, you want Thunderous, Tyranitar, and Salamence here. So the Intimidate plus Fake Out could be very useful. I think I am going to bring Scrafty in here. Yeah, Scrafty as my 4th Pokemon. So we only have one Shadow Tag user, so we have to make sure Gengar doesn't get taken down until the very last Perish Trap turn, or Perish Song turn, sorry. Which means we have to really predict well. Now, that's my opponent's probably best lead out of all. Tyranitar and Aegislash, although because there is the chance I can follow me, he might not crunch. If that is Scarf Tyranitar, he might not crunch. He'll probably Rock Slide here. So I hope I don't flinch if that is Scarf Tyranitar, and I'm gonna go for the Helping Hand Shadow Ball play onto Aegislash. I doubt my opponent will expect that, and I really doubt Aegislash will survive. His best play would be, okay, so he's withdraws Tyranitar. That's great for us, as long as Aegislash didn't King Shield here. If it didn't King Shield, we'll be in a great position. Absolutely great position. Since we can then follow me, there's the Helping Hand. Yeah, next turn we can follow me to prevent the Taunt and Perish Song. No King Shield, so that Shadow Ball should... Yes, it does. Perfect. That's a very nice strategy here. Very, very nice. And that's one adjustment I made from the original team that went undefeated on that Wi-Fi competition I mentioned. I reduced HP by 6 points because Mega Gengar, or Gengar's max HP, is 167. And I... See, the thing here is... Okay, and I added a little bit more special attack in order to guarantee a KO on every single Aegislash. Or have very good odds of KOing every single Aegislash. So I am going to Perish Song. I fully expect Tyranitar to Rock Slide, but at least he won't be faster. So he can't flinch me. If he crunches, that'll be absolutely great. Thunders uses Taunt, so that will make it a bit harder to keep Mega Gengar alive. Tyranitar goes for the Rock Slide, which makes sense. I do have the Friend Guard protecting Gengar, so another Rock Slide won't take down Gengar. Now, like I said, I don't have Gothitelle here, so I cannot allow under any circumstance this Gengar to be KO'd. So that Tyranitar, I really assume it's Scarfed. So by bringing Scrafty back in, I can intimidate that Gengar and potentially Fake Out. But if he activates my eject button, I believe I will have to bring in Dewgong. There's a Rock Slide. Does connect with Scrafty. So I need to bring Dewgong back in because I need to fake out and disable. And since we saw Thunders didn't attack first, that confirms the Choice Scarf on Tyranitar, since I'm guessing Thunders went for a Thunderbolt. Yeah, there's a Thunderbolt. Too bad it was on Dewgong, but it's pretty bulky, so I do survive, and my Citrus Berry gets activated. Now, here, I can safely disable that Tyranitar, since I still do need to keep Gengar alive, or in this battle this turn. And I am faster than Tyranitar, so the disable will make it so Tyranitar doesn't attack. The fake out will not let Thundurus taunt my Gengar or attack it. And next turn I can then safely switch out Gengar into whatever else I want in order for it not to perish with Perish Song, and to make sure none of my opponent's Pokemon escape the next turn. So I believe bringing Scrafty and Dewgong was the right decision. Although Gothitelle, if we had brought in Gothitelle on that Thunderbolt and everything, I think we would have been fine anyways. But for now, I'm simply going to switch out Gengar for Scrafty in order to have a fake out available for me next turn to try to Perish Song with Dewgong, and I'm gonna protect Dewgong. And my opponent forfeits, yeah. I don't know what he had in the back, but whatever he had, something. I mean, he only had one Pokemon left, so it was going to be either Salamence, Suicune, and Amoonguss. Whatever was going to come in was going to get faked out by Scrafty, and Perish Song was going to be set up, and that would have meant I had 4 Pokemon alive to his 1, so that turn 1 Helping Hand Shadow Ball was pretty crucial to our strategy. And yep, this will be all for today, guys. I hope you're enjoying this Road to VGC World series as much as I am. Sorry for messing up so bad in that first battle, but hey, as you guys are, I'm still learning. I'm very, very far away from being the best, and you gotta take all the wins and all the losses as they come. Thank you very much for watching. Please, if you can take a second to like the video, I'd really, really appreciate it. It really motivates me to bring in more videos for you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, bye bye.